Hello and welcome to the last video of the LEC Winter 2023 preview series. We're going to cover Vitality here, the team that's definitely hyped up the most going into this season in the LEC. Last year they went 18-18, massive disappointment, just like Team Liquid. They also at the French League level, so their academy team, however you want. Well, actually, it's their second tier team. Went 22-14. And the reason why I corrected myself is they have a third tier team, Vitality Academy, which is interesting because some European teams don't even have an official secondary team, let alone a third tier team like Vitality. So that is definitely an interesting thing. So Perks is the only starter left over from summer. The other four starters are out. Alfari is kind of doing his thing. I think he's taking a split off. So Vitality signed Photon from T1 Challenger. So they have a Korean import in the top lane with no major region experience. But is a good, numerically deserved a opportunity. So he wasn't going to get it with T1. So Vitality took him. In the jungle, Haru has went to the ERLs to play in Turkey, and Bo is starting. Bo is the most hyped player in a very, very long time, and we'll get into that. Karzi was traded to Mad Lions, essentially, for Kaiser. So they brought in Neon from Misfits, and Labrav left and went to BDS. So that is Vitality's recap for their moves this offseason. Their coach is Mephisto. Mephisto is 40-68 as a coach in the LEC. So 22.4 years old. Photon is 21. Like I said, he wasn't going to be able to play over Zeus, so leaving T1 was the best thing for his career. 5'2 KDA, 88 CS per minute, 61.4 KP. He earned the call-up. He was definitely better than Challenger in the LCK. 568 damage per minute, 24.8 damage share, 22.8 gold share, 24 solo kills in 36 games, 14 champions played, Sejuani, Silas, and Nar. Silas being the counter to Nar in the top lane, and Photon did not shy away from that. Now, the top lane, in my opinion, in the West is pretty bad. We see Summit running over the LCS, and honestly, I think there is potential for Photon to run over the LEC. So we'll see what happens. Patika is the backup. Mixed results in ERLs. 5'2 KDA, 7.8 CS per minute, 67.1 KP. So 2 out of every 3 kills is pretty good for a top laner. Very involved. Doesn't shy away from the fight, therefore gives up some farm. 553 damage per minute, 24.1 damage share, 22 gold share, 7 solo kills in 14 games. Played 10 champions. Camille, Akali, and Renekton were the only champions he played more than once. So, wide champion pool there. Like I said, though, gave up farm, gave up some gold to be involved. Deals a lot of damage. Both these top laners, frankly, do. Speaking of damage in the jungle, we have Bo. So Bo has had a 10-game sample in the LPL from 2021. There was then a issue that, there was a throwing of games or something going on, a scandal that resulted in his career being put to a halt. Vitality signed Bo last year and didn't play him. I think visa-related issues. So now Bo's going to be the starter. At 20 years old now, he put up a 5'4 KDA, 7.6 CS per minute, 68.5 KP. That's the highest CS per minute you're going to find in the jungle. This guy is a menace. He is a carry. We see in EU that he dominated solo queue immediately. He plays a lot of carries. He's a carry jungler. We do not know how he does on dogs. We look at it, I remember talking about it on the Discord, we looked at his champion pool a bit. The dog champions are not really his thing. So if it ends up being a dog meta, I think that there is a question mark as to how long it'll take for him to get it. Nevertheless, though, if it's a carry meta, he's going to run over everybody. 523 damage per minute, 22.8 gold share, 22.8 damage share, 22.1 gold share. Those are extremely high. 5 solo kills in 10 games, 5 champions played. Olaf, Talia, and Nidalee being the most played. So, played carries. I mean, those champions are carry-oriented junglers, right? Douglas is 17 years old, and they're the backup. Very good numbers as well. You can't deny that. This player is somebody to identify if you are an LEC team going into, frankly, summer. These numbers are really outstanding. 5.6 KDA, 6.6 CS per minute, 70.6 KP, 448 damage per minute, 19.9 damage share, 20.8 gold share, 3 solo kills in 14 games, played 10 champions. Volibear, Viego, and Belveth being the most played. Those numbers are outstanding. We look at Bo, and obviously he's cracked, but Douglas is no joke. You don't see a lot of people from summer putting up over 6.5 CS per minute in the jungle. You don't see many people doing that, even in a carry meta. This kid looks pretty damn good on paper. Just 1 second. Oh, you're here. Never mind. Okay, so perks. In mid lane, obviously one of the best EU players of all time. 24 years old, put up a 3.2 KDA, 9 CS per minute, 64.9 KP last split. He was great in the mid lane. The only person really doing anything for Vitality. 600 damage per minute, 26.7 damage share, 23.1 gold share. 5 solo kills in 19 games played, 9 champions, Ari and Azir being the bulk of it. C-Jack afterwards is the backup at 19 years old, has good numbers as well. 4.7 KDA, 8.9 CS per minute, 66.9 KP. This is a player that should be identified as given an opportunity in the LEC. 677 damage per minute, 31.4 damage share. This is a carry. 23.7 gold share. No solo kills in 18 games, 7 champions played. Azir, Ari, Corki. So Perks isn't going to lose his job. Neither is Bo. But both of those players should be given an opportunity going into summer or in 2024. Those numbers are hard to ignore. In bot lane, we have Neon. 23 years old with Misfits. Had a 5.1 KDA, 8.5 CS per minute, 69 KP. He left a little bit on the table, in my opinion. I'm not going to lie. I think Neon is bottom half 80 carry in the LEC as of right now. Did deal a lot of damage. Was a carry in that right. He did his job. 683 damage per minute, 30.5 damage share, 23.8 gold share, 8 champions in 19 games, Zeri, Sivir, Aphelios. Behind him is Inax. Inax has had opportunities in the LEC in the past, and I believe he may have even had an opportunity in CIS or TCL. 23 years old, 6.7 KDA, 8.5 CS per minute, 71.3 KP, 634 damage per minute, 28.4 damage share, 23.7 gold share, 4 solo kills in 18 games, played 9 champions, Ezreal being far and away the most. So, KDA player. Not getting ahead in lane really, but that's because he's getting involved at over 70% of the time. Deals his damage, does his job, but I don't think he's going to surpass Neon with numbers like that. Support, we got Kaiser. I think Kaiser's pretty damn good. At Worlds, there were some struggles for him, but at 24 years old, he had a 5.6 KDA, 75.5 KP, 2.67 vision score per minute, would clear over 1 ward every 3 minutes. 7 champions in 18 games, Nautilus, Rakan, and Lulu. With the Mad Lions last year, I think Kaiser, like I said, is very good. One of the top 3 supports in the LEC. And will be an upgrade over Lebrav. The bot lane in general, Neon and Kaiser, is an upgrade over Karzi and Lebrav. I mean, I said Neon's bottom half in the LEC. Karzi is like bottom in the LEC. Like he is not very good. But he's young, so we'll see what happens. Development-wise, I mean, he's played for a while, but it's hard to forget the fact that he isn't, 23 years old. He's much younger than that. Jack Troll's the backup at 24 years old. Jack Troll's been around the block. 4.2 KDA, 70.5 KP, 2.65 vision score per minute. clears almost 2 wards every 5 minutes, 10 champions in 18 games. Rakan, Karma, Renata. He's a good player. Maybe the LEC has passed him by, but alongside Inax, you have 2 former LEC players helping the mid-jungle duo here kind of get acclimated at a high level of play, and that is good development there. Third string support, the only player listed on Vitality Academy is Linky. These stats are from when he was with BDS in 2021 in Academy, well, in the LFL. 23 years old, 477 KDA, 78.6 KP, 5 champions, 11 games played, Thresh, Braum, Tarek. The only interesting part I find with that is that they are the only team with a third tier team officially on Leaguepedia, like that's there. And some teams don't even have a second team, which is concerning, you know, from a money standpoint, from a development standpoint. You know, they're just buying rosters. They're not trying to develop talent. Yep, this team is going to be the one to watch. Can the team overcome communication? We saw that last year, Haru, there's communication issues. At least that's what the team said as a result of their struggles early on in the split. Now with the split being the way it is, you can't really afford to have struggles. You only play a couple weeks and then it's bottom 2 teams out. Now this team is going to be competitive though. If it's a carry meta at all during this year, they're going to run. They're going to run it when it comes carry meta in the jungle. Like Bo is just going to do it. I mean, the issue is, like, you know, some people say, well, he's just going to get ahead anyways. Well, somebody has to be the dog on the team, and it can't always be the support. Like, you need another dog. So, who's going to be the other facilitator in the lineup? Who's going to be the one that falls on the sword? Somebody has to fall on the sword, and it can't be the support. So, you know, is it Perks? Maybe. Is it Photon? I mean, you have to figure it out. You have to identify it. You can't pick carries in every role and expect to win. Like, T1 almost won that way. You can't do that. That's not applicable. So we'll see what happens. Comment down below your opinions on Vitality. Like the video if you like it. Subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Follow me on Twitter. Join the Discord. Become a YouTube member. And thank you for watching.